Yo, what's going on, guys? DJS here, CollectiveKicks.com. Wanted to bring you guys this week's weekly recap. It is Sunday, the 16th of August, and there's a lot of sneaker news to cover this week. Missed last week, so definitely got some ground to cover this week, so bear with me. A lot of fun things to talk about, though, I'm excited to chat about. And if you guys want to check out the website, CollectiveKicks.com, check the description, and it will take you directly to the site so you can see some of these things and drill down and actually look at the articles yourself. Let's go ahead and start off. 20% off Nike clearance sale. Always my favorite time when Nike offers a code to give you an extra 20% off their clearance items. I always look at the clearance items daily, as you guys probably already know, as well as all the new releases, and I always tweet them. Post a lot of stuff on Instagram as well, but mostly on Twitter. Extra 20% off right now, though, is pretty awesome. Use the code BACK2SPORT and check the article out. If you see like 10 or 15 of my top picks that I liked for basically just finding the 20% off deals. Some of them were like $100 off. One of my favorite things is the Tech Fleece bonded hoodie. They retail at $180 and they're on sale for like $88, which is still a lot, but it's my favorite hoodie that I have out of all of them. It's super nice quality. I don't know. You guys should check out the deals and check out the Tech Fleece hoodies in particular because there's some really, really good prices on some of those things. And a lot of last year's basketball models as well. A nice clearance price. But link in the description directly to the Nike clearance sale as well as to Collective Kicks if you want to see the article. Sample Saturday, the Nike Zoom Revis Pro Bowl. It was a sample out there. Obviously, you can see that this is an article from Sample Shane, who does these Sample Saturdays every Saturday. So shout out to him for staying consistent and bringing the content every Saturday. Question Low has a blue toe version if you haven't seen that. kicksreason covering the latest and greatest in Reebok as usual. Early countdown leaks. I posted a lot of these from last week. So if you guys didn't know, I post these on the website. Just check the website the day before the product launches, usually in the evening time. And I usually will post early links out there for you guys to see. And it gives you also visibility to what is releasing the next day. So I try to stay on top of that, at least on Saturdays, sometimes other days, depending if there's a lot of stuff. An opinion article that G Money wrote, 5 reasons sneaker lovers are actually just nerds. Go check out his article. He always has some kind of interesting perspective on things. But interesting article that he wrote there. I actually haven't checked it out. I need to check it out myself. Another article, PJ wrote this one. What happened was the Jordan 11, i.e. low Bred confusion. If you want more information on that, check out the article. I, unfortunately, did not get a chance to read that article either. I'm so bad at this because I've just been really, really busy this weekend. But it looks like there's some confusion between the Bred low, i.e. and which ones are what, I'm assuming. The Black Brand J.Crossover, or the Black Brandblack J.Crossover 3. That's dyslexia at its finest right there. I always want to call this one Black Brand, though, for some reason, but Brandblack. Again, the dyslexia. Regardless, those things look pretty fresh, and you can see it has it looks like it's a removable shroud on the exterior. Definitely reminiscent of, I can't even talk today, reminiscent of the Air Jordan 16s, I think. The ones with the removable ones. Yeah, those 16s. And actually the 17s had some removable ones too. 16s, I think, are the black and red ones are one of my favorites. I actually product tested those back in the day before they came out, which was pretty fun. Anyway, could there be another Jordan Supreme sneaker? Who knows if this is actually Photoshop and people are just trolling us or not. I haven't checked with anybody to see, but obviously we know that they have 3 Jordan 5 collaborations coming up. And is it possible that they're going to do some Jordan 1s? I guess we'll see. Who knows? Early countdown release again for some of the other ones. The Grail SBs didn't really sell out very fast on... and I actually named these wrong. It's not the Grail SBs. These ones are the stained glass ones that were available, not the Grails. But interesting that they didn't sell out very fast on Nike.com. It took them like 2 or 3 days. Kind of funny there. This is the other big one that I wanted to talk about. 30% off of Friends and Family sale for Adidas. And it's pretty much most of the stuff on the website. Some products, it's so funny because some of the products are excluded, but then other ones are not. Just different colors of the same models. Like the orange Ultra Boosts are on that friends and family thing. So that's a pretty good deal. I think they're $127 or something like that shipped instead of $180. So that's a really good price for those. Pure Boost 2s or chills for I think $96. Check out the article if you want to see the rest of them. I did my top 6 deals. Even the my Adidas stuff that you can customize is also 30% off. So really good time to go in and buy Adidas. It does end tonight though, so by the time you actually watch this tonight, the sale might have been over. But I just wanted to throw it out there. It was one of these things that has been available all week, so pretty good deals. Air more up tempo. Set to retro. This shoe is one that I really, really want. The black pair in particular, I've been looking on eBay for those for like, I don't know, months, trying to find a decent retro, or not retro, like an original OG pair. Didn't find them, and then all of a sudden we see the news that they're going to be coming back, and I hope that this is true, and I hope to see them. I did have one pair of the Olympics from the, like, I don't know, 2 or 3 years ago when they dropped, and I freaking sold them, and I regret letting those go so much. But I do want more of a black and red sort of colorway. So either of these two would be awesome. But definitely excited for those to come back. It was just so crazy how they had the design back in the day where it just had air over the entire shoe. I don't know why. It was just so fresh. But yeah, definitely looking forward to those. Victor Cruz getting his own signature sneaker. What do you guys think about these? A lot of people are actually liking them. Some people are hating them. A lot of people obviously saying Yeezy, but I don't know, they look like Air Trainers to me, like Trainer 3s or Trainer 4s almost, with just a little added flair to them. But I'm a lifestyle kind of sneaker guy, so they look pretty dope to me. Definitely be interested in seeing some fun colorways in those. The Kyrie 1 design by the Air Maxwell, this is a really sick design. He actually did 2 different shoes, different designs on both shoes, kind of a culmination of both the Kyrie colorways, and it's definitely a dope job that he did on these shoes. So I was trying to hit up Kevin Durant, the Kyrie, and on like Instagram as well, and try to have him check out the shoes, because it's hard to get traction, it's hard to get visibility to those guys. But I know that Kyrie's seen some of my Nike IDs that I've done, like the Air Mag one in particular, and the Mega Man one, and Kyrie's liked those pictures. It's always a repost from somebody else that he ends up liking, and then somebody shows me. I was like, dang it. But it is what it is. Hopefully he gets some visibility, though, because those things are just sick. Under Armour Curry 2's first look. Did you guys see those or not yet? They look pretty decent. I love the picture that MisterHYPE used for this. The thumbnail of Curry is awesome. But the next Currys look pretty decent, man. I like the low top ones better than the highs. These gold banners, though, look really sick, I have to say. They kind of reminds me of like the Elite LeBron pack with the black and the gold and then the white and the gold. But these things look pretty sick. The shoe in general to me just doesn't do it with the mid top. The low top was pretty nice, as you guys may or may not have seen. I did an unboxing video of those. This is probably the other big news of the week is the Yeezy 350 Boost in the black, the Pyre Black, or whatever you want to call it, release in the store locations. So check this article out if you guys are interested in seeing the store locations for the Yeezys and where they're going to be dropping. Also bookmark this article because I will be adding the release dates and the release information to this article. So any early links that I end up getting during this week or the couple days before, I'll be posting them on this article. So bookmark it and check back to it, and I'll have that information updated as we go. So there's definitely, like, I'm assuming there's more of these than the other ones just because they have half sizes as well. I have no official word if they're going to be like a whole bunch of these or not, but that seems to be the word on the street, that these are a lot easier to get than the other pair. But I actually really like the black pair better just because of the black midsole. Obviously you guys have seen I murdered out my Boost midsole on my Ultras and also on my Pure Boost. So definitely like the all black look to those. It's definitely just a super sick colorway. So of course I'm going to be trying to get them, but if I don't, no harm, no foul. But I will be posting the links out here for you guys, so check back later. Black Cement Nike Monarch 4 samples. These things are ridiculous. They're actually real samples. I thought they were a super dope custom, but they're actual real samples. Pretty awesome. And the Monarch Monday dudes, like basically, obviously hit me up if you guys didn't see my Monarch unboxing, which a lot of you guys hated. I got like 100 thumbs down on that video. Just so many people hated that troll. But it was for fun, and it was just for a funny sort of thing. And that's why I put a huge troll face on the thumbnail. But apparently people didn't think it was funny. Irregardless, moving on. The Diodoras, dude, these Packer shoes and the Raekwons, purple tapes, those look ridiculous. Like, I don't have any Diodoras or anything like that, but those look crazy, and I don't know, just the quality and the materials just look like it's going to be a nice build. And I don't have the release information on that. You check the article and it might give you more. MisterHYPE wrote that one. G Money did an article on the SB Dunk Low Iowas. If you guys are curious about those dropped on NDC. Nice looking suede on those, actually, it looks like. Reflective snake options on the Air Max 1. I love what they're doing. It's not just reflective, it's a reflective snake-like material. So just kind of a crazy concept. I actually want to see them in hand. I don't have any in hand, but it would be dope to actually see what the options look like in hand to know whether or not it would be worth buying. But that's just kind of food for thought there. I wouldn't mind designing a pair. I just haven't done any Air Max 1s yet. Maybe one of these days I'll do one. Let's see here. I already talked about the black and gold. And the Flyknit on the Air Force One, that thing looks crazy. Like, it looks like a Chukka almost upper. Just really clean looking shoe, actually. I'm not a huge fan of the Air Force One, though, so it doesn't really do that much for me. I'd rather have a Lunarlon sole with my Flyknit. But it's kind of cool that they're kind of meshing these things together, or mashing up the old and the new technologies, similar to the Prime Knit Superstars that Adidas recently released. So lots of old school, new school technology sort of stuff blended in. It's kind of fun. There was an interesting video of Michael Jordan answering the age-old question, who's better, Michael Jordan or LeBron James. Thought it was pretty dope. His answer was pretty funny. He's like, no question. He's better, no question. But he's like, if you ask LeBron that, he would say the same thing. So I was like, that's pretty hilarious. Collective deals on sneakers. I do this once a week. I post the deals that I tweet out. Just a collection of all of the deals. I post those on our website, CollectiveKicks. So it's kind of a nice way to reflect on the week. And if you saw any deals you might have missed on, sometimes they're still available. Sometimes they sell out immediately, depending on the shoes. But it's fun to be able to see what's available out there. I thought it was a good way to share the additional kind of deals that are out there. Some of the stuff is pretty fun, like I said, and like the A6 Gelite 5 for $70 shipped is a pretty good price. And then newer products with coupon codes that knock the price down like $20 or whatever. It's always fun to be able to find that, especially if people are actually looking for those products. So sample Saturday, Double Trouble PE samples, as you can see, Hyperposits and some soldiers from Sample Shane from last week. I'm going to go over the rest of this pretty quick because I'm covering a lot of stuff. Michael Jordan was wearing some Air Jordan 1s that we haven't seen before. And it's kind of funny. PJ actually covered this article before, like, the major blog sites and stuff, which is kind of fun to see whenever that happens. It's happened two times this last week where articles were on our site before the major blog sites. And it's not really saying anything. It's just because those blog sites do a great job of having stuff. But this was one where a friend of PJ was actually at the event and took the picture for the blog site. So it's kind of fun to get original content out there on occasion as well. My Nike Air Mag Kobe 10 Elite unboxing video, if you guys missed that, I posted it up here as well. D-Road 6 coming fall 2015. Gotta say, they look pretty slick. I want to see them up close and personal. But out of all the D-Roads, these ones probably look the best to me. And hopefully it has that the full boost on the bottom. I'm curious to see how that's integrated. Another pair of Dunk Highs. Rust colorway looks like is available at Premiere. First look at the Eminem Jordan 4. That was another big one last week or 2 weeks ago. The Eminem 4s look pretty crazy. To be 100% though, I mean, they don't look that dope. Like, they're going to be ultra limited probably and friends and family only and worth thousands of dollars or whatever else. That's all people really care about though. If you look at the shoe, I take a regular Air Jordan 4 like any day. A black cement like Air Jordan 4 would be dope. The white cement Air Jordan 4 is what I'm talking about, and that one would be fresh. Like the fire red Jordan 4s, like I really like the Bred Jordan 4s. Even like all of those, I would take over these ones. There's just no contest to me because this was just such a weird colorway, but the materials are very interesting as well. So not like I would kick them out of bed, but I'm just saying like at the end of the day, it's kind of like the hype gets to sneakerheads so fast, and it's kind of like ridiculous because I mean I get it. They're Eminem. I appreciate Eminem as the artist. I have his records. I had his tape, like not tape, I had his CDs back in the day. And he's just a great artist. So I like the product because of them being part of his like artist sort of thing. But in general, the colors for me just don't do anything, and the way they're put together look kind of off. But I guess we'll have to see more pictures. Who knows? That perspective can change instantly as soon as you see him like in better pictures, or B, you see them in person and you see the materials and the craftsmanship and you see how crazy it can actually be. But I wouldn't doubt if that's not the last Eminem collaboration that we end up seeing. I'm sure that there's other ones that are out there that would be something that might be coming out eventually, not releasing, but actually something that would be like a future collaboration of different models. I'm actually surprised they went with another 4 because they had a 2 before and obviously a 4 before. So bringing another 4 was interesting. I thought they would have done a 3 personally, but anyway, that's enough of that. But still pretty cool that something like that is coming out. Like all the Yeezy talk, and then all of a sudden the M&Ms and everything. It's just like insane. Like between those 2 artists. More Sunlight Stations restocks from PJ. Saucony Originals No Chill Pack. I'll keep you guys posted on when that drops. Again, I apologize. It was supposed to drop on Saturday at midnight, and it did not happen. So kind of, or Friday night at midnight, I think it was. But it's kind of frustrating that it didn't actually happen on time. There was some miscommunication, I think, in their side internally. But the pack is dope. I did an unboxing of 2 of the 4 pairs. Super sick materials. Definitely worth the price if you ask me. But the price is a little bit higher than usual. It's at $130. But still, the materials are super premium. And it's like a collab, basically without paying a collab price. A more interesting stuff that I did want to cover, Soul Collector, Penny 2s. If these actually release, sheesh. I mean, this colorway of the Penny 2 was just ridiculous. I definitely would cop these ones full retail price, whatever that be. I'd pay $200 for them retail, to be 100% honest. They just look sick. And if they actually got a release, and hopefully the materials would be decent, it would be dope. Another one that is rumored to be returning, the Red Foamposite Pro in 2016. I know that there was a Red Foamposite 1 that dropped, I don't even know, like 4 years ago, 5 years ago, whatever, how many years ago that was. And I never got those ones. They're like more metallic than red. But it was one that I wanted because I personally like the Foamposite 1s better than the Pros, just because I don't like that plastic swoosh on the side. As you guys may have not heard, they just fall off like after a long period of time. But this is kind of dope regardless. It might be one that I might be picking up in 2016, depending on the price point. And it's just a clean colorway, to be honest. It's a super clean colorway. So definitely want to see more like actual real images of the shoe, because these ones are from the original release. But it would be definitely dope to see what Nike's doing with the Foamposite in 2016. Sounds like there's a whole bunch of OG or non-OG colorways that are just being retroed. So interesting there. And yeah, not OG colorways. It's kind of a differentiation that needs to be made. There's colorways that are old that like are OG. OG ones would be like the Royal ones and the black and the pearls. But then that one is one from a release that happened, I don't know, 10 years after the original release. And then now they're retroing the other pair. So it's not a OG retro, but it's a retro of an older pair. The Bred AJKO ones recalled because of mold and stuff. That's kind of crazy. But you think about it, like the weather has been crazy. Like it's hot and humid. So if these things are sitting in a crate over like being shipped overseas and there's a crack in the crate or something like that and moisture gets exposed, obviously stuff like that happens. So I actually commend Jordan Brand for recalling them and not allowing them to be sold. I'm assuming that's what the case was, because of the quality issues. Instead of having random people like get them in, or having the stores trying to clean them up or whatever it might be, and concealing that sort of stuff. Although that doesn't look like it's anything you can really conceal. But kudos still to Jordan Brand for actually stepping in and grabbing them from a recall, because defects happen and that's just the way it goes. Fila Connect, try Dr. J's. NJ did an article on that. And unreleased Air Jordan 29 lows that MJ was wearing. If they made a 29 low, dude, I would be in heaven. The 29s are so sick to me. They're such a comfortable shoe. But it is what it is. They're not releasing them, I don't think. The suits release, 2 new colorways of Ultra Boost did come out. And the Jordan new model. Not a new model. This is like an old trainer from what I understand. So it's not the Air Jordan 30 for those saying that. It's an old trainer that was a sample. And you guys will be like amazed on how many samples are out there for shoes and prototypes and stuff that you guys have never seen. I mean, it's not, it happens all the time, so it's not anything new. I mean, especially for myself walking around campus and stuff and seeing prototypes on people's feet or like in the cubicles, they just have the most craziest sneakers that you've never seen. And then they shred them. Most of the time they get shred. So if they don't get shred, and sometimes samples are saved and people like take them home or whatever, then stuff like that happens. But interesting enough, I mean, there's just a ton of stuff that you would never believe exists, I guess is the moral of the story. Full look, I guess, at the OVO 8s, the white colorway of the Drake 8s there. Pretty crazy looking. Could be kind of fun to see what happens with that. I don't know if those are going to release or not. Who knows? Everything's kind of up in the air nowadays because like they've taken many limited sneakers and then just made mass releases, such as the Thunder 4s and then the OVO like the 10s or whatever that are releasing. So I don't know. It's possible. And a couple other things. Mama Kuriel, Kobe 10 Elites. 10 Elite lows are amazing. If you haven't heard me say it already, I'm saying it again. It's just an amazing shoe. They're really, really comfortable. And the 10 Elite lows are way better than the 10 Elite highs. The Flyknit material is completely different on them, which is kind of funny. You wouldn't have expected that, but it is completely different. It's softer and thicker. It feels like, at least to myself. Reebok Ventilator, Bape collaboration coming up. Kicksreason covering that. And I'm going to go ahead and end it there. There's a lot of other articles out here, but yeah, man, it's just the end of the video because we got to get moving on to some other things. Thank you guys for watching. We do appreciate it. And check back on Sundays, and I'll try to get these back in rotation, the weekly recaps. And thanks for watching. If you guys watched the whole entire thing, give the video a thumbs up or leave a comment. Let me know that you watched the whole thing. Appreciate you guys. Peace, guys.